again. We are back with another installment of the Warheads broadcast. I am Apocalypto Joe with my main man,
Roscoe. What's up?
They call him Roscoe Brown on the south side of the Chi. We need those applauses. But one thing I wanted to talk to you about today is, you remember the episode of the Boondocks N-word moment?
Yes.
I wanted to talk to you about N-word moments. Have you ever had an N-word moment that you want to talk to us about?
Yes. I've had a nigga moment. And my nigga moment and my moment of letting my ego get out of control, because that's what this story is going to be about. But it goes back to my days when we were together as kids back in Denver, us in high school. I met Jim, and I kind of built up a name around the school a little bit, you know what I mean? People were calling me Chicago. I had one incident where I made, they do the Crips and Bloods thing there. So this one Crip guy, me and him had an issue, made him back down. That kind of got my name up a little bit. So I'm feeling myself, you know what I mean? And Jim, fast forward into that day, the guy, he decides, and he's a big fucking dude, but he decides to start some shit with me, whatever it is. And I'm Chicago, I'm me, so I'm feeling myself, and I walk up to the dude and I'm like, damn dude, what's up? Because he was like throwing pennies at me like I was a freshman. I think I was a sophomore, but doing this bullshit. And I confront him, and he decides to hit me in the nose and busts my shit wide open. So yeah, my nose is like bleeding like fucking crazy. I'm running to the nurse's office and shit like that. So yeah, my ego got the best of me in that particular instance. So just one of those times where not every situation you want to think that you're the biggest and baddest fuck around, because there's always somebody that's bigger and badder. And that's what my ego showed me that day.
Interesting. The reason I bring this up, a friend of mine, he said to me a few weeks ago, he gave me an acronym for the word ego.
Yes.
He said it meant the elimination of great opportunities. When you think about it, ego is directly attached to pride.
Yes.
And so I had a video that I wanted to share with you and our audience. And I want you to take a look at this bad boy and tell me what you think about it. Check it out.
God damn it. That's pretty bad. That is bad. Oh man. And I'm assuming that that's the boyfriend of this chick. So yeah, you just got knocked out in front of your chick. That is horrible. That is horrible. You never want that to happen, ever. So yeah, that was pretty bad.
The only reason I bring that video up is because I wanted to do a filibuster about the ego. We see in the video, we have a young man. I don't know what started this confrontation, but I'm sure, he felt like he had to represent in front of his woman. But beyond that, let's just take all of that out of the equation, because you should defend yourself in front of your woman, in front of anyone. But when the ego is unwarranted and it results in the loss of human life, I don't think people really think about what it takes for us all to be here. How fortunate it is for us to be here in the first place. Like, we were literally in a war with our brothers and sisters when our fathers made love or had sex with our mothers. Just to be that one single cell organism, that one sperm that made it to fertilize that egg. And then the time that it took for that single cell to turn to two, then two into four, and then four into eight, and so on and so on. And the months that your mother carried you as you began to develop your eyes, your nose, your ears, your tongue, your other appendages, you know. And then you think of the time that your mother had to eat healthy, if your mother ate healthy. Your mother was probably eating burritos and tacos, but you know what I'm saying.
Right.
But the time that it took her to feed you while you were in her womb, and then when she gave birth to you, and she had to carry you around, and that stupid thing that people put on their chest, you know, and push you around in the stroller. And if your mother was nurturing and if your father was nurturing, and the time it took them to teach you to walk, to talk, to say mama and dada, all this time to teach you to read, to teach you how to deal with troubles in life. And then to see you off to your first day of school and to help you with your homework. You know, and as you start to go through your pubic stages, to sit up here and talk to you about the birds and the bees, and hopefully you're protecting yourself. And all these things that went on. And so one day you turn 18 and maybe you're 20 something, you're over 21, you're able to go to a club, and you know, somebody steps on your nice little $250 Nike shoes that are landmines that you get mad about, that were made in some sweatshop in Indonesia or China somewhere for $5, and you step to somebody because of your ego, because he looked at you weird, or he looked at your girl weird, or whatever the case may be. That was your stupid ego getting in the way of you living a fully productive life. Just swallow it. What is wrong with you people? You really want to kill people over some shoes? You want to kill somebody because they glanced at you? Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to look at you. I didn't know it was going to result in us killing each other. And so that's what I wanted to get at. The elimination of great opportunities. We could be doing so much more if it wasn't for ego. And I don't mean the filibuster. This is my soapbox though, right, bro?
Yeah, it is. It is. It's our platform, bro, so we can do what we want to.
I don't mean to sit up here and go in on people over the ego, but it's getting in the way of everything. It's literally destroying us as not just black people, but people, period. Kill that ego. Shoot it in the head. Chop his head off after you shoot it in the head. Cut it in fours, quarter it, and bury your ego in 4 different places. Have somebody else do it so you don't know where it is. How about that?
Yeah.
How about that?
Well, I'm with you all the way. All the way, bro.
And so that's why I wanted to bring up this topic, man. It's personal to me. I try to kill my ego as much as possible, but I know it's people out here with egos the size of Texas, and they really think they're doing something. Let me tell you something. You're not doing anything. You're not doing nothing. You're making matters worse for yourself. But then they do say misery loves company, right? Go be miserable by yourself with your puny little ego. Go on now, I'm gonna flick you off.
No, I always say, man, just put your pride in your pocket, man, and you know, try to live another day. You know what I mean? Live to fight another day, and that don't necessarily mean fighting another person, but just fighting the everyday struggle. You know, so that's enough without having to deal with the pressure of somebody else's pride and ego getting in the way of maybe your life ending this particular day over a situation that could have been avoided, a situation that didn't have to escalate to the point that it did. So that's pretty much my take on it, bro. That's all I got.
That being said, this was another Warheads Broadcast. Did you want to shout out anybody or what's going on?
Yeah, no. Gang in Minnesota, man. My man's Alonzo, my man's Frank, man. Who else we got? Silk Threads. Gotta shout out my bro. Anything else? I'll shout out some old people later. That's all I got, man. Warheads, man.
Warheads out.